Hi, my name is Noura Bustani Jost. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. As a friendly reminder, I am not a medical professional, so if you're looking for a medical professional, then hit one up. Today I'm going to be talking about mental health and how it comes with chronic illnesses, but specifically my experience with Cushing's and PCOS. Guys, I am not going to lie to you. I have been having a really hard time. I have been so sad, and some of that comes from the Cushing's and being in remission and having low cortisol, and some of that comes from PCOS and it messing with my hormones, and some of it comes from just the fact that I am now this new person. Like, I'm not the same person with the same wants and needs that I had before my operation. And then also some of it comes from the fact that, like, I've been dealing with all of this during a national pandemic. Like, y'all, it is hard. I have had suicidal thoughts, and I have been very sad and had a very difficult time processing and dealing with everything. And, you know, as much as I want to be able to be there for you guys all the time, I also need to put myself first and make sure that I'm showing up for myself. So this is how I deal with my mental health. First and foremost, get a therapist. I'm not your therapist. Like, some of y'all, with all the respect in the world, hit me up with, like, your mental health problems, and I'm not that I don't want to be there for you. Like, I will totally talk you through what I can talk you through, but I am not a medical professional, and I think therapy is so helpful. There are lots of different ways that you can find therapists. Like, my best bet is to, like, look online. If you don't have insurance, there are some places where you can do it for like $30. I understand totally. Like, I really get that not everybody can afford it. I really can't afford it, but I do it anyway because I don't think I can handle my life without it. So I think therapy is so important, having someone to talk to, especially someone who understands the medical trauma that you've been through. Whether or not you've been before diagnosis, it's the process of nobody believes me and feeling like an imposter and feeling crazy. That's the way your body changes completely. And then post-op, it's like, who is this person? What have I dealt with? And I went through this huge surgery and I'm a new person, and like, what? It's so much to deal with, and it's gonna be a huge mental toll on you guys, and like, that's okay. It is okay to not be okay. I mean, I am much harder on myself than I am on any of you, but it's really okay, and all of it's normal too. So how do I deal with it? I have a therapist. That's the first thing. I have a really good support system. I talk to my friends. I talk to my partner a lot about how I'm feeling, and I'm honest. I'm like, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm coming from. Like, I'm not in a great place. I'm trying to work through that, but you know, I'm coming at you from this place of not really feeling like I'm okay. And my partner is like, that's totally cool. I take the time that I need when I need it. So on days when I really cannot get out of bed, I choose not to get out of bed. There are a few things that are always good for helping me. One is going out and getting coffee, even though it's like a very small thing. That is something that always picks me up. Taking a bath is something that helps a lot, especially when I don't feel well. Art and painting is very helpful for me. Music is my number one. I have a playlist for all the different moods I'm in, and if you guys want, I can send you my playlist. I have Shorty's Little Saddie, which is when I'm sad, and Red for when I'm angry, and I have different ones for different moods I'm in, and that really helps me, like, having that sensory. It just makes things a little bit better for me. Journaling is really helpful. So, you know, I think that the biggest thing is, I, for a little while, was like pretending I wasn't feeling this way. Like, I'm fine, I'm great, and like, I want my followers to think I'm great, and I want to show up for everybody, and I'm not great. I am struggling, I'm having a hard time, and that's okay. And if you're having a hard time, like, that's okay. You don't need to be strong all the time, and that was really hard for me. I'm working on, once my buffalo hump goes down, I'm going to get a little tattoo about rebirth and all that stuff, and I'll film it for you. But you guys, the biggest thing is just like you need to put yourself first. And all of these feelings, depression, feeling suicidal, they are natural, but that doesn't mean that they should be ignored. And like, yes, it all, I was someone who was like, but it stems from low cortisol, right? So because if it's stemming from low cortisol, I just have to fix the cortisol and then it'll be better. But the problem is that I don't know when my cortisol is going to be better. I have no real control over when my cortisol is going to be perfect and the ACTH is going to be perfect and all my problems are solved and all my health is better. And so in the meantime, I need to take care of myself, my mental health. What are other things that I'm doing? I'm trying to work out. I've been lifting weights. That's been really helpful. I started very, 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 very slow with 5-pound weights. I would recommend talking to a medical professional before beginning to lift. I am, again, not a medical professional, but I started with 5-pound weights. My significant other has been helping me. I've worked my way up to 30-pound weights, and that's it. Nothing crazy. I also have a ring fit, so it's basically just like stretches and some basic yoga. And I've been roller skating. And I found that that has been really good for me, being able to work out a little bit, but I also am able to recognize when I can work out, when I can't, and I have to be okay with that. The biggest thing that's been helping me is just being kind to myself and saying, hey, it's okay that you didn't do anything today. It's gonna be all right. I'm not back to work yet. I'm just doing some part-time stuff on the side. I would love to get back to work, but I also sometimes can't wake up until noon because I'm really sad or I'm not feeling well and I need to deal with that. And there are some people too, you see other people who had Cushings who go back to work after a month and you're like, God, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do that? But everybody's different. And if you can do that, that's great. Like, don't feel guilty. That's awesome. Go you. But if you can't and you're like me, that's also super chill. But the moral of the story is that like, I am not the blueprint for dealing with Cushings. I'm just here to tell you you're not alone. So if you feel like me, hey buddy, you're not alone and it's gonna be okay. So that's some stuff that I've been dealing with it. I drink a lot of water. I've been trying to eat healthier, but that stuff is just good for your health too. Painting is really helpful, playing with my cats. Sometimes just sitting outside, like going to a park, etc. If you're vaccinated, the CDC has now said that you can be outside without a mask, so sitting in the park, feeling the fresh air, that could be just really nice, and again, the biggest thing is just to be kind to yourself. Like, you're okay the way you are and things are going to be okay. And there is a better, even though it doesn't feel that way all the time. But look, mental health stuff is hard. I am not a medical professional. Seek a therapist. But, if y'all want to paint with me, I'm going to start doing that a lot more on my TikTok. I'm going to have a whole other thing about how to keep in touch with me when we're not here, but my TikTok, I'll put it up here, is chronically yours _ and I talk about my mental health all the time on there, all the time, and the things I'm dealing with. I make a lot of jokes, but I'm also going to start doing lives there and painting and things like that. So, if that's something you want to partake in, then just follow me. Give me a quick follow and let me know you found me from YouTube, and I'll send you some love and we'll figure it out together. But may I just say, I am not here to be your therapist. I'm here to tell you what I'm going through, and if that helps you, then that's great, but I'm not here to get you through it. And I say that because I cannot take all that on for all of you. And I say that with all the love in the world. I can help you by showing you what's helping me, and if that helps you, that's great, but if that doesn't help you, then you might want to seek someone who is more tuned to help you with that. If you guys like what you see, please follow. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. I am literally so grateful to all of you. The best way that you can help me is to subscribe, to like, and to share it with your friends, and to get people that you know to follow me. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.